Welcome to the House Therapy, the podcast that helps you to create a home that you love to live in. I'm Nina Doiron, owner and lead designer at ISO Design and Interiors. And each week, we're going to explore practical ways to help bring more beauty, function, and flow into your space. From design and staging to organizing, downsizing, and everything in between. If you want a home that truly supports your life and your family, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome to the House Therapy Podcast, the podcast where all things home meet real life. I'm your host, Nina Doiron, founder and lead designer of ISO Design and Interiors. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. Because if you're listening to this podcast right now, chances are you're someone who cares deeply about your home and not just how it looks, but how it feels as well. And that's exactly what this show is all about. So before we dive in, I want to share a little bit about me and why I created this podcast. I've spent the last decade helping families transform homes through home staging, interior design, home organization, downsizing, as well as move management. But over the years, something became very clear to me. Most people don't need a prettier home. They need support. They need clarity. And they need someone who understands the emotional side of living, selling, moving, and sometimes having to start over. I've always been a nurturer at heart, the kind of person who wants to cook for everyone, make everyone feel included. I just want to take care of people and, most importantly, the underdog. And I bring that same heart-centered approach to my work. For me, design isn't just about colors or furniture or art and decor. It's about helping people to feel grounded, supported, calm, and at peace in their own home. And I want them to be proud of that space that they call home and when they walk through that front door each and every day. And that is why I started House Therapy. This podcast is your weekly dose of clarity, inspiration, and practical guidance for creating a home that supports your life and your family. So what are we going to talk about in this podcast? Well, I'm going to share with you home staging techniques if you are preparing to sell, interior design and decorating advice to make your house a home. I'm also going to be sharing a lot of home organization solutions to help you make every space more functional and, most of all, peaceful. And let's talk about the joy of decluttering. I know that most of you do not think about joy when decluttering, but I do. And I'm going to share tips with you on how to achieve just that. We're also going to talk about downsizing and the important topic about how to talk about downsizing with your aging parents, because that's always a tough topic. And then moving is a very overwhelming process. So I'm going to provide you with guidance and support on how to make the move as seamless, smooth, and stress-free as possible. And to bring peace and harmony into your home, we cannot forget about feng shui. And I'm going to share with you basic feng shui principles and practices that will help to improve the energy of your home for yourself and for your family. And on top of that, I'm going to bring in some real estate experts to provide you with actionable real estate insights for when you are thinking of adding value to your home or when you're preparing to sell. And also, I am really hopeful that I will be able to share some real life stories from families that I've had the pleasure and privilege to work with and help, so that hopefully those stories can inspire you if you can relate to them as well. So this isn't going to be a typical design podcast filled with unrealistic inspiration photos. We are going to be focusing on sharing practical tips and advice. It's going to be honest, it's going to be actionable, and most importantly, it's going to be relatable for you and your life. There's going to be real life solutions for real life homes and real life families like yours. So if you've ever wished For your home to feel calmer or more functional or more beautiful, you have found yourself to be in the right place for guidance and support. So this show is created for people just like you, homeowners who are either preparing to sell, or you have a busy young family that is drowning in way too much stuff, or if you are a senior, or if you're an adult child trying to support your aging parents by through navigating the complexity of downsizing from their larger home into a smaller home. Or if you are moving into the new home and want some advice on how to do that smoothly and stress-free. And of course, if you are either the homeowner or the realtor who just simply wants some staging strategies, I'm happy to share some tips with you on that end. And of course, this show is for anyone who really wants a home that feels better, that is in harmony, and that is going to support a better life for themselves and their family. So if you've ever looked around your home and thought, geez, I don't know where to start. Well, we're going to change that together right here, right now. So let's start with my design philosophy, the reason behind everything that I do. I believe that a home should reflect the people who live in it. And beauty and function should always work together, not independent of one another. And sometimes by applying small changes, you can really transform how your home feels for you. And I truly believe in this, that a calmer home equals a calmer life. And I'm going to help you achieve that. Now, everyone, truly everyone, I wholeheartedly believe that deserves a beautiful and functional home. So I have had the pleasure and privilege to help people through some very emotional journeys, messy spaces, helping families and couples emptying homes that have held decades and decades of memories, or seniors looking to start a new chapter in their lives. We have helped families to sell home that they raised their children in, and sometimes, sadly, even couples who have outgrown one another. And through all of these moments and all of these different life stages, one thing has stayed consistent, is that your home tells a story. And sometimes it just needs a little therapy to make it right again. So I want to share with you at this time a real quick story that really sums up why I love this work that I get to do every day. So a few years ago, I helped a young family prepare their home to sell. They have 3 adopted children. Just so you know, our daughter is also adopted too, so I can completely relate to their situation. Moving was a very emotional time for the children, and so my clients wanted to make the transition as easy as possible for them. So we helped them pack up all of their belongings with great care, and the children were very attached to their belongings. When we staged their home beautifully, which sold quickly, I might add, then we managed their move while their clients took their children away for the weekend to minimize the stress for them. We set up their new home over the weekend, and they came back to no boxes, no mess, because everything was set up. But what touched me wasn't that they trusted us to help them through this tremendously stressful process. It was something that they told me. They said that we didn't just help them sell their home. What they appreciated the most was that we held their hands through a very emotional time. And we helped their entire family to feel excited about the next step, the next chapter, and what's to come in their new home. And that is when I realized that this work is about so much more than just rooms and spaces. It's about people. It's about heart. And health therapy is my way of really extending that support beyond the homes that I actually get to physically walk into and help, and the clients that I get to work with and the families that I get to work with and help. So here is just a small sneak peek of what you can expect to come in the coming weeks and months. I'm going to be sharing things that you might need to apply to make your home feel more calmer and more at peace. I am going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes that I've observed over the years that homeowners make when they are trying to upgrade their home or preparing to sell. I'm going to show you exactly how to have the downsizing discussion with your aging parents. And I'm going to share with you some design choices that can instantly make a home feel more luxurious and expensive without spending the big bucks. And then, of course, we're going to touch on the topic about moving and how to move with the minimal stress. And if you are preparing to sell, then I encourage you to come back to the show often, because I'm going to be sharing with you what buyers are looking for and how first impression really, really matters. And of course, we can't discover peace, joy, and calm in a home without discussing feng shui. And so I'm going to be sharing with you some practical and simple steps that you can apply to improve the energy flow of your home. And of course, we're going to have some guests. We're going to bring in some real estate experts to help you determine the strategies when preparing to sell. I'm also going to bring in some other home organizing experts, because sometimes other experts might have different perspective than mine, that we would love to be able to share and support you in that regard. I'm going to bring in other home industry professionals as well to help you to beautify and add more functionality to your home. And I would really love to also share some real families going through transitions. These are their stories that I want to share with you, and hopefully that you'll find them to be relatable. So the show is going to be practical, emotional, inspiring and motivating, and most of all, I want it to be a fun space and a safe space for us to talk about your home and your space and the transitions that you are making in your own life and for your family. So if this is something that is that speaks to you, that resonates with you, not just in this first episode, and hopefully with the topics that I've shared with you that are coming in the coming weeks and months, I hope that you are feeling excited about it. And if you're excited about transforming your home and even your life, or if you simply want to feel seen, heard, and understood, I would love for you to support this new little podcast for us. And to do so by following and subscribing. And if you really hear something that you like, please leave us a warm review, because that go a long way to helping us get this channel out to the broader public. And if you know of someone in your life who can be motivated by what we're going to be sharing in this channel and with this podcast, I hope that you'll share it with them as well, and share it with your friends and your families who will be inspired by this show as well. And if you want to be a guest on the show, I would love to have you come on as a guest. If you have something to share, stories that you want to share with the audience, or something that you just want to ask me and get my advice on, please come on my show as a guest. Just send me an email and we'll book you in, as I would love to feature you as well. So your support really is very important to helping this show to grow, and it will mean the world to me. And please support the show in a number of different ways that I've shared just a minute ago. So thank you so much for being here for the very first episode of the House Therapy Podcast. I can't wait to take this journey with you, and one episode at a time. and to help you create a home that not only looks beautiful, but functions beautifully and feels like the calm, supportive place that you deserve. So until next time, take care of your home and we'll take care of you. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the House Therapy Podcast. If today's episode inspired you, be sure to follow the show and share it with someone who would love it too. For more tips, resources, or to work with me directly, visit isodesign.ca. Until next time, remember, with a little effort, every home can be beautiful and every space can be functional. And remember, you deserve it.